This, you guys, was one heck of a weekend. Hey guys, Kira here from 50 Shades of Mom, tips for all shades of mom life. And in today's video, I am back to share my weekly grocery haul and a meal plan. So it has been quite the weekend, you guys. I'm like in a hooded sweatshirt, no makeup on today, just kind of hanging low. I mentioned to you guys that I had a bridal shower this weekend. And so on Saturday, I did my grocery shopping, although I'm filming this on Monday. I did all of my shopping on Saturday and then spent all day in the kitchen meal prepping, which you guys will see in a video this week. And then yesterday I spent all day, it was 2 hours away where the party was. We left stupid early in the morning to go drive there, set up, and then have the party, clean up, and drive the 2 hours back home. I was legitimately gone all day. So it has been a really long weekend, and it's been like a nice relaxing transitional day today. The only thing I really needed to work on was tidying up and working on this video for you guys. So I did go to Walmart this weekend and I went a little over my budget again, but I accomplished like quite a few things. Like I had a laundry list of things I needed to tackle, not necessarily this particular shopping trip, but I ended up getting those things that I needed. So I crossed a lot of things off of my list and I still felt like I got a fair amount for my money. So I'm gonna take you down to the counter and I'll show you what I got when I walked inside of Walmart, and then we'll get into the meal plan. Okay guys, I got to stand all the way back here to give you guys a quick overview of what I got at Walmart for a little over $200. But I feel like I did pretty good, even though I didn't go in with the intention of spending that much. I took a lot of things off of my list. So I got a bunch of non-food items as well as like some things I wanted for St. Patrick's Day. And then when I was thinking of St. Patrick's Day, I realized the kids are on spring break next week. So this is the last week that I could film St. Patrick's Day lunches. So I got a bunch of stuff for that. And then tomorrow's Lauren's bridal shower. So you guys will see that in the meal prep video during the week. But I have so much preparation and things I had to pick up for that. And then Nicole's also doing some kind of carnivore challenge. And so I picked up a bunch of things to go along with that. So besides that, it was really just about probably $100 is what it was in all of the stuff that we just needed for the week and meals. And of course, you know, my produce always absorbs a big chunk of that. So I got one big head of romaine for the Greek salad for Lauren's shower. And then here is the iceberg lettuce. Some of this is for taco bowls and the other half of it is to go on a platter next to the big hero sandwiches I'm going to make for the party. And then this is a Caesar salad kit. So we're going to use this as a side for a dinner. And then whatever's left, I'm going to use in some Caesar wraps that I'm going to give the kids for their St. Patrick's Day lunches. I even bought some green wraps. So that's what that's for. And then look at all this yellow sticker produce. So I feel like that was really good. This is the ready washed and ready to eat, which is perfect because like I said, I'm going for convenience this week. And so I got the broccoli for snacking and meals, and then 2 things of cauliflower. One of them I'm going to use as a pasta replacement. So when everybody else is having the tortellini Alfredo, I'll do Alfredo with the cauliflower. And then the other one I'll cook up and just throw cooked in the freezer. And when I'm ready to use that during the week as a side dish, I'll just pull it out and roast it. And then that'll be ready and good to go. And then I did get 2 limes because I'm making guacamole for Lauren's shower. So I wanted fresh limes, even though I did go ahead and buy those 2 little lime and lemon juices. I feel like I keep going in the refrigerator to reach for them and they're not there, and they were 88 cents. So I got 1 of the little lime juices and then 1 of the little lemon juices, and that's just for recipes, water, that kind of thing. But I didn't want that lime for the guacamole because I use the outside skin to grate some on the top when I'm done, and then I'll peel a piece of the skin and make like a curly Q for decor and stick it on top. So I want the actual limes for that. And then I also picked up this elephant garlic for the guacamole. You guys, I love elephant garlic. This is my favorite kind of fresh garlic to buy. I've been really lazy and just buying that jar of chopped garlic, but I miss buying fresh garlic, and when I do, I buy this. This is almost like 1 full bulb. Like, and it's the best, and it's so strong in flavor, and so that's perfect for when making guacamole, because I add tons of salt to this and make it like a paste when I mix it in to my mixture. But you guys will see that in that meal prep video. So I got that for that, and then I did get a pineapple. It was on sale for $1.50, and then 2 of the O-Snap pickles. I know I get these all the time, but I had to get them this week if I was doing St. Patrick's Day lunches. But speaking of green themed lunches, so I got some fresh cactus. You guys, I've been looking for this for a really long time. Jake got exposed to this fresh cactus in elementary school. One of his students' parents made this cactus salad from their cactus in their yard, and Jake talked about it forever, that I tried to find it so I can make it for him again, and I was never able to find it. And then today I stumbled upon it, and I was like, no way, that is perfect timing. So I'm gonna find a good recipe on Pinterest and make him this cactus salad, and I'm gonna surprise him in his St. Patrick's Day themed lunches. So I think that that's really cool. I'm excited for that. We have Campari tomatoes. That's what I'm going to use for the tomato basil salad, and that's what I'm going to use to dice up to put inside the guacamole. But as I mentioned, I'm going to do the shredded lettuce and then these big nice sliced tomatoes next to the sandwiches that I'm making on a platter. This way I can prep the sandwiches today and it doesn't get soggy and stuff. Like, I'll leave this stuff for preparation for tomorrow. And then here is a 2-pound bag of frozen broccoli, and then a 2-pound bag of seasoned tater tots for meals this week. And then here is a Granny Smith apple. Believe it or not, that is for tuna. And then here's the basil for the tomato basil salad, 2 cucumbers for snacking and for salads this week. And then more yellow sticker. I got this little meatball sub for Daryl. Like I said, I'm going for convenience. I have no time to make him lunch this weekend. You know, Daryl still works on the weekend, so I'm still making lunches and preparing lunch boxes, even though I'm not including those in lunch clips. And so this is going to be easier for me to just throw this in his lunch box for today, because I honestly do not have time to make some lunches. So got him that, and then a 2-pack of cream cheese for recipes and bagels, and then heavy whipping cream for recipes and coffee, and then a 1 gallon of milk, and only one because I'm not making creamer this week. That's why you see the Great Value French vanilla creamer. We absolutely loved it, and we are going to continue making it. Daryl said he would have no problem with me making it, but besides the fact that I do not have time this week, I want to play with it a little bit. Obviously, sweetened condensed milk is not really good for when you're trying to watch sugar and carbs anyway, and a bunch of people wrote to me and said that there is more of a low carb keto way to make like a sweetened condensed milk. So I'm going to try and play with the recipe until I can nail the perfect creamer for us. Until I can play with it, we can't not have creamer in the house. So got that, and then also got this Greek Gods plain vanilla yogurt. So that carnivore challenge, you're allowed to do full fat yogurt, and this is the best one I can find. There's still some sugar and stuff in it, so it's not something I would be able to have in huge portions, but just something as like a small treat for myself, just to kind of change up what I'm eating for the week. And then here's the fresh mozzarella balls for my little high carnivore snack boxes I'll be making this week. And then this is for pizza. And then I got the sliced cheddar cheese. I couldn't find like an American like this, and the deli line was too long. I wasn't standing on it. So I got this for the like American side of the sandwich that I'm making, and then I got the provolone for the Italian side of the sandwich that I'm making. And then here is pepperoncini. So you guys know that Mississippi chicken is on the list. We've already talked about creamer. Back here is some bow ties. So $1, and tonight I have some apple pie kind of pork chops in the crock pot, and I want to do that with noodles, and I figured the noodles were like almost $3. That was $1. I only have to make half a box. They swell up like good and, you know, big size, and I'll just do that with butter, and the kids will be fine with buttery bow tie noodles on the side of their pork chops. And then here's the Greek dressing for the Greek salad, and then here is the balsamic glaze. I prefer the one from Trader Joe's, but this was the same price, and I would have rather just pay the same price than go to Trader Joe's for glaze and come out $100 and some odd later. So I picked the glaze up in a Walmart. And then here is the little chocolatey pearls. I'm going to use that in that, like, I usually make like a leprechaun mix or some kind of mix with popcorn. And so I'm going to use that for our St. Patrick's Day lunches, along with this little green cupcake liner. And then here's some paint. If you guys saw my Dollar Tree haul like a couple of weeks back, I showed you guys those little chalkboard signs that I bought, and I said I wanted my goddaughter to paint them. So Marissa got Tiffany blue, which is the other color of Lauren's wedding colors, and my goddaughter painted half of the stuff that we had to be painted in Tiffany blue, but now she's out of paint. So we decided to go with their other color of her wedding, which is like this elephant gray. So I picked that up to, you know, paint what we have, the remainder, which we need to get onto, and it needs to dry because, you know, we're leaving at 6:30 in the morning to head out to Austin for that. And then look, you guys, I got my buffalo sauce, but I actually put something else with buffalo sauce on the menu this week, so it's kind of double using that, and I was able to hold off on that rotisserie chicken. So I'll marinate that, and they'll have some buffalo chicken sandwiches during the week, and they will like that. Speaking of things they will like, Maya wants to know why Jacob always gets oh snap pickles in a bag and she doesn't get pickles in a jar anymore. So my girl asked for pickles in a jar, so I got those for her. And then here is some tomato paste and the brown gravy for Mississippi chicken. That tomato paste goes with these 2 cans of sauce because I'm already out of sauce in the freezer, so it's time for me to make another big pot of that. And then, okay, tuna, you guys. So you guys have probably never seen tuna in one of my grocery hauls, and when I first met my husband, tuna was like one of his favorite things to eat. He used to work at a golf course in the restaurant inside doing like catering and stuff, and when he would go to work, his favorite thing would be the tuna fish. And then one time we went fishing with my dad on the boat in Montauk, and we caught a big striped bass, and I beer battered it and then brought it home. My husband ate it, and he pretty much like almost had anaphylactic shock, throat closing, the whole deal. That was like, shoot, over 12 years ago. And so from that moment on, he never ate any kind of fish ever again. Well, when we went to my mom's for Christmas, he accidentally ate spaghetti and clam sauce, and he had no reaction. And so he was really surprised by that. And so he wants to try the tuna again. And so that's why I bought that green apple, because in the golf course, he used to eat the apple inside of the tuna. And so if he's going to try it again, I want him to try it the way I know he loves it. So picked him up that, and then got our regular orange juice and apple juice. And then here are 2 juices for the bridal shower. So one of the girls who's bringing the champagne is also bringing orange juice and pineapple juice, and this is for the mimosa bar. So I got the mango nectar. That sounds so good with champagne, and then the cranberry juice. And then now we're getting into like the green items that I picked up for our St. Patrick's Day lunches. And so I got the late July jalapeno lime chips. That's to go like in Jake's lunchbox. And then I got the sea salt and lime of them just for the rest of the week, as well as like if I do any nachos or something. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing all week with lunches yet. So I picked those up as well. And then I got the garden spinach herb of the mission wraps, so I can make something fun with that. Mason probably won't eat the Caesar wrap. Jake will definitely eat it, and so will Daryl. But I think for Mason, I'll do a green quesadilla, and I even have a 4-leaf clover cookie cutter, so maybe I'll cut it into clover pieces, his quesadilla. I think he'll like that. And then here's my convenience stuff, you guys. There is no of me baking my own stuff this week. Like, there is just Mama don't have time. That is not part of meal prep this week. So I got the St. Patrick's Day sugar cookies. I did not want one this big. I wanted one more like this size, but they did not have it. This was the smallest size that they had. No big deal. I bought it. They will love it. And then I got the frosted sugar cookies, and I already dropped them and messed them up or whatever, but they haven't had these ones since Christmas time. So they're going to be excited to see that. And then more yellow stickers, saved $2 on these lemon streusel muffins. I think Gerald still has one of those chocolate chip muffins. I bought him 2 weeks ago because he doesn't take one every day, but I picked another thing of this up, and again, I'm going to throw them in the freezer for his lunches. He likes to take them like for breakfast in the morning and stuff. So picked that up, and then some lemon lime green jello. That's for our lunches as well. That's what the Lucky Charms is for. I was going to do Rice Krispie treats with sprinkles, and I said, forget it. I'm going to do Lucky Charms Rice Krispie treats, like, you know, use Lucky Charms instead of Rice Krispies. And so I think the kids will like that. And, you know, it has all the marshmallows that resemble St. Patrick's Day. So picked that up. And then here's just some stuff for my little carnivore challenge. So I got some andouille sausage that I'm going to use for some lunch stuff. And then I picked up this sirloin steak on markdown for $9.82. So I got that. And then we did not need chicken. I have enough to get me through the week. But like I said, I don't want to double buy 1 week trying to pace my budget. And so I picked this up to put away for next week. This way, when I buy one next week, that one will be for the dogs, and we'll still still have what we need. So hopefully that'll work, and maybe there'll be a week I won't even need to buy chicken, which will be great. But for now, I just figured I would purchase it so that we're already ahead of the game for next week. And then here is the meat that I need for the sandwiches. So this is the roast beefs for the American side, and so is the turkey, and then the ham is to go on the Italian side. So I know it's probably hard to explain, and I explained this when I made this Italian hero in that Super Bowl appetizer video, but on Long Island, we could purchase heroes by the foot. And you can purchase the American side, which is ham and turkey and roast beef with American cheese, or you can purchase the Italian side, which is 2 kinds of salami, ham, and provolone. And you can get 3, 4, 5 foot. You can get it in the shape of a circle. You can get it in the shape of a number 7 for your birthday. You can do whatever you wanted. You even can get it on a giant bagel, like the bagel store I used to work for did bagel heroes. So that's what they called them. I know that they're different everywhere, but we saw something really cool where you cut them in half and then you like put them in wax paper and tie them up in little twine and stuff, and you display them, and they look really, really nice. So you guys are going to see that in the meal prep video, how I set up all those sandwiches, but I'm really excited to do that. So that's what this cold cut meat is for, and Marissa has some too, because together we kind of split the grocery list. So she has a bunch of stuff she's bringing over for me as well. So she has the rest of that. And then here's tostada bowls. I've never bought these, but I thought that would be fun for, you know, my carb lovers to eat this instead of like regular taco shells when we do our taco bowls this week. And then here is also some shrimp for my carnivore stuff that we got going on this week. I'm definitely going to need some variety. And then here's my non-food stuff. I got bleach, and then this time, did you guys just hear me crack? Like I just squatted down and that was all of my bones cracking, because, you know, that's awesome. I got the Meadow low splash bleach. I absolutely love the no splash kind. I sprung for the big container of Persil this time. I'm tired of buying that little container. And look, you guys, I finally found the Barkeeper's Friend. Do you know that week that I went to buy it, it was sold out for 2 weeks in a row. But then this Walmart had it. So I picked it up. You guys said I needed to have it. So I have that on hand. I did pick up this, what is it, 12 of these green Gatorades. This was an awful price. It was $6. I don't think that that's that good, but I didn't know what else to purchase to stick with the green theme for our lunches. So I picked that up, and everybody loves a Gatorade anyways. And then for our lunches, I also got this for $1.48. It says Lucky on it with the little rainbow and stuff, and they're just napkins. So I'll use that in our lunch boxes. And then this is Daddy's favorite holiday, and so this is the t-shirt that I bought him. I love it. It was $5.98, and I always get him one at Walmart every single year for $6, and he wears his new one every year, and he always has a collection of his Irish themed shirts in his closet, but he loves it. I couldn't find anything for Mason, so I'm still on the hunt for him, and I don't know if Jake would care to really wear anything. I mean, if he wants something, that is entirely up to him, but for Maya, the choices were endless, but I ended up just getting something versatile I know I can use again. So I got these pink pants with all of these little clovers on them, and then like I said, they had ones that said mommy and all sorts of stuff, but this is Daryl's favorite holiday, and she is forever up his butt. So I got the Daddy's Lucky Charm, and I think it's so cute. That outfit is going to look adorable for her for St. Patrick's Day. But that is it, you guys. That was my little over $200 haul, and like I said, I think I did pretty good. So now let's get into the meal plan. Okay, guys, so here is the meal plan for Monday, March the 2nd through Sunday the 8th. And I have a pretty fun meal plan going on this week and a lot of filming. So this week is pretty much consumed by Every Plate. So I ordered an Every Plate last week, and I mentioned to you guys that it was all soups. And I was really excited about that because it was all soups I figured I could use for like Fridays when we're not eating meat. But I misread, and that's what's coming this week. So I didn't even realize that I had an Every Plate coming last week, but it was still some really good meals. So I filmed them all to show you guys, because everything that we ever cook we love from Every Plate. So you guys are going to get a chance to see that towards the end of the week. And then tomorrow we're doing another Every Plate meal, but it's one that I've already cooked before. So I'll link that video up above if you guys want to see it. But it was like a beef burrito bowl, and it sounded really good. And I bought those taco bowls that I thought they would like. I mean, we have nacho chips too, but I bought those like bowls, shell bowls, and I feel like they would really like those beef burrito bowls that we made from Every Plate once before, that they would really like it inside of those. So I always save their little recipe cards, and because their ingredients are so minuscule and it's so simple to use, that I figured that would be something I could recreate, because I have a lot going on this week. And then Wednesday we're gonna do Mississippi chicken. That's why I bought those pepperoncinis, and we'll do that with mashed potatoes and corn. And then on Thursday we're gonna do chicken cutlets. Like, I'm just gonna fry up chicken cutlets, like we haven't done that in a really long time. But then I'm gonna use that buffalo sauce and coat them and make buffalo chicken sandwiches. Everybody loves that. So they'll all be digging that, and we'll do that with tater tots and beans. And then on Friday I'm going to make the other Every Plate, so I'll put them all together in one video, so you guys aren't overwhelmed by that. But I'll put all of those recipes that I think you guys would enjoy in one video. But the one I get Wednesday is what I'm going to cook on Friday, but that's the one that's all soups. So it's like a baked potato soup, which is the second time I'm getting it. The first time it was so good that I wanted to film it for you guys, so now I get to make it again, so I'm excited to share with you guys that. And then there's also that creamy tomato soup, which I think will be perfect with grilled cheese sandwiches. So all that is something we're going to do on Friday. And then on Saturday we're going to do Alfredo. I'm going to make a double batch of it because I have that chicken tortellini that I think Daryl will like, and then I'm going to use the cauliflower for my pasta. And then Marissa gave me some fresh ravioli that she said her family will not eat, and so I'm going to use that for like the little kids. I feel like my older boys will eat the chicken filled tortellini, and then I'll eat the cauliflower, and then I feel like my little kids will eat like those fresh baked raviolis that she gave me. So we're gonna do that on Saturday. And then on Sunday I'm gonna make a big pot of sauce, and I think I'm gonna double it because I still have a lot of jars that my mother-in-law gave me in the pantry. So I think I'm gonna double it, and then we'll use some for pizza that day. I'll freeze some, and then I'll pull some out and turn it into vodka sauce and freeze that, because we never made the penne vodka for the bridal shower. They ended up cutting it out, and I bought all the stuff for it. So now I have all this prosciutto that I don't want to go to waste. So I'm going to just add it to the sauce and cook up. Like, once the sauce is done, I'll pull some out and use that sauce to make an olive vodka sauce, and then freeze it. So I'll already have a whole bunch of different sauces frozen in the freezer, and that's just helpful for meal prep along the way. I do meal prep on Sundays anyway, so I'll just include that in my meal prep. And like I said, we'll just do pizza and that salad kit. I think I'll probably start the salad kit during the week, maybe on Friday. No, because the kids need to take it to school. I don't know. I might have to move that, or maybe I'll pick up another one over the weekend, and we'll use that salad somewhere along the week somewhere. I don't know. This is what happens when I forget that I have boxes of food being delivered, and now I'm trying to work it out into my meal plan so nothing goes to waste. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you guys are interested in this meal planner, it is always linked down below with a permanent discount code. I always get questions every week about my meal planner. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.